Of the conditions they live in, and houses were dark, sometimes they were lonely, and then you window the candles was the only source of light. So in some places, like ancient Greece, for example, the wealthiest people with provision could have somewhere to reach to them. Which solution if you could afford it? Another solution was something called a reading song. Around 1000 CE, European monks would take a piece of clear rock, often quartz, and place it on top of the reading material. The clear rock magnifies the letters, making them appear larger. Um, Not everyone has a perfect vision. This increasing literacy in reading led to an increasing demand for eyeglasses. And here's something you probably haven't thought of. This increased demand impacted the societal attitude toward eyeglasses. But first, let me back up a bit and talk about vision correction before the printing press. And what did people with poor vision do? I mean, especially the few people who were actually literate. What did they do before glasses were invented? Well, they had different ways of dealing with not seeing well. If you think about it, poor vision wasn't the only problem. Think about the conditions they lived in, how things were dark, sometimes there weren't any windows. Candle was only source of the light. So in some places, like ancient Greece, for example, the wealthiest people with provision could have somewhere to reach them easier and could afford it. Another solution was something called a reading stone. Around 1000 CE, European monks will take a piece of clear rock, often quartz, and place it on top of the reading material. The clear rock magnifies the letters, making them appear larger. Looks like what the from with the beautiful water appears larger, right? Well, the reading stone works in a similar way. But rocks like quartz were also of optical quality weren't cheap. Already in the 17th century, glassmakers initially came up with a less expensive alternative. They made reading stone out of clear glass, and these clear glass reading stone evolved into the eyeglasses we know today. So we certain glasses were invented about the late 1200s, well over 100 years before the printing press. But it's not clear who exactly invented them first, or exactly what year. But records show they were invented in both Europe and China at the same time. By the way, we call this independent discovery. Independent discovery means when something is invented in different parts of the world at the same time, and it's not as usual as it sounds. You can look at the timeline chart at the back of your textbook to see when things were invented in different cultures at about the same time, to show what I'm talking about. So let's tie this to what I said before about the societal attitude toward glasses. Initially in parts of Europe and China, glasses were a symbol of wisdom and intelligence. This is evident in a artwork from the period. European paintings often portrayed doctors or judges wearing glasses. In China, glasses were very expensive, so in addition to intelligence, they also symbolized affluence, wealth. In 14th century, so because glasses, the smaller and wealthier the subject was. So glasses were a status symbol in some parts of the world. Now let's go back to the invention of the painting press in 4040. What happened? Suddenly books became widely available and more people wanted to read, so the need, well actually not only the need, but the demand for more affordable glasses was drastic. Eventually, inexpensive glasses were produced, and the glasses were available to everyone. People could purchase them easily from traveling peddlers.